I actually feel insulted. So they ended up adding that new event to the game, and it might have been better if they wouldn't have. This is the heavy metal camo, and you know, we've seen some iffy camos over the years, but like, I mean, like, this one actually leaves me speechless. When we go over to the event tab, as you can see, it only takes 160,000 XP to unlock this camo, so it's not that bad, especially if you're popping double XP tokens, which you do unlock while you're grinding out this event. I mean, you could easily finish this in less than an hour. I would say that the things that you unlock on the way to getting the camo are actually better than the camo itself. So first you get the Journey to Hollow Earth weapon sticker, then you get a double XP token, then you get the Drowned Viper large decal, then you get a double weapon XP token, then you get the Titanus Doug charm, and then the Titanus Tiamat large decal, the Monarch emblem, the Majestic Hollow Earth calling card, a double battle pass XP token, and finally, for better or worse, the heavy metal camo. Anyways, with that underwhelming hunk of nothing out of the way, I'm officially 30% of the way through the battle pass, which means I have unlocked the FJX horse as well as the Moors. One funny thing I noticed, because for like all of the battle passes in MW3 so far, I've always just set it to auto, just kind of let it do its own thing, but I realized that it actually takes you a lot longer to unlock the weapons if you set it to auto, because if you just do it manually, by the time that you get to 15%, you can unlock that. Then by the time you get to 30, you know, you're able to get it up to there. But if you leave it on auto, it takes you from 1 to 2 to 3 to finally 4, which means at 20%, that's when you unlock the Moors, up to 5, then over to 6, down to 7, and then all the way up to 8, which is when you would be unlocking the FJX horse. And if you do the math, that means you wouldn't unlock that until like 40% of the way through the battle pass, whereas if you just do it yourself, you can get it by the time they hit tier 30. And you know for a fact they did that on purpose. Anyways, this is one of my first times trying to play Modern Warfare 3 on keyboard and mouse, so please bear with me. Also, I apologize in advance if the game just looks a little different. I can't necessarily say bad, because even on the lowest graphic settings, like, it still looks good. It's just that I cranked it to the lowest graphic settings just to be safe, because this is my first time trying to record the game, and it's not that my PC can't handle this game at higher graphic settings while recording. It's just that I've seen some games be a little finicky with stuff like that, like Destiny 2, for example. That game is infamous for, like, getting really jittery and laggy whenever you try to record on OBS at the same time, so I try to be careful when I'm recording games on PC for the first time. I literally have my texture settings down to, like, very low right now, so, you know, again, as long as everything goes okay with this recording, then the next time that I record on PC, I'll definitely bump up the graphic settings. And yeah, you know, I also might hook up a controller the next time before I play on PC, because I'm not very good at keyboard and mouse, but it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm already at my PC setup, I don't feel like bringing my controller all the way over here, so I'm just kind of like working with what I got, trying to get better at keyboard and mouse, even though this isn't really my preferred way to play at all. I also can't see right now. I gotta try to like wrap my hands around my microphone and everything to turn on my monitor brightness, because normally I have my monitor brightness all the way down at 0, just because, you know, it's a very dim environment by my PC desk, but trying to play games with your monitor that low, it's yeah, it's not happening. Also, before I went into the game, I made sure to check like my microphone settings and everything like that, so not only is push to talk on, but I made it so that my microphone level is literally at 0. And furthermore, I actually unbound all of the push to talk keys, so if I set everything up correctly, there should be literally no way for me to accidentally press anything for anybody in game to hear me. Like, I literally unbound all of the keys, the microphone level is at 0, so if there's anybody in game that can actually hear me at any point for any reason, well, I mean, oh well. You know, the sad thing is, I'm pretty sure that even though I'm playing on PC, Call of Duty is still like applying the SBMM that they normally would for when I'm on consoles over here on PC. Let me just say, if my average KD over on console is like, you know, usually I can average about like a 1.5-ish. On PC, I'm no more than maybe a 0.5, to put it into perspective. Like, I am absolutely terrible on K-Bam. You can literally pair me up with recruit bots, and I would still find a way to die. But at the same time, I mean, you guys are seeing the gameplay too. Like, these guys are sweating for no reason. Like, all I'm doing, like, sure, you know, I'm tack sprinting around, I'm going a little crazy with the slide canceling, but like, dog, like, I literally don't even stand a chance. By the time that I see them and I start to lock on, like, I'm already dead. My aim is absolutely terrible after it. Like, I have to literally try so hard just to get one kill. I'm pretty sure it transferred over my settings from Warzone 2, like, from last year, because everything seems about right. I don't know if my sensitivity is high enough or not, because, like, last year I had it at a point that felt pretty good, but right now it's, like, it's one of those things where it's, like, when I'm moving around, like, I think it feels good, but I also feel like I could nudge it up just, like, ever so slightly, but at the same time, if I nudge it up anymore, I feel like I'd have even more trouble aiming than I already am. Again, though, like, I don't know why the game is pairing me up with people that are so sweaty. Like, I am trying so hard. Again, if I was on controller, I could probably be doing actually like somewhat decent right now, because I can just tell from watching these guys play, like, yeah, on a skill level, I'm definitely either at their level or above a few of them, but like when I'm on K-Bam, it automatically knocks me down to recruit bot in terms of the SBMM brackets. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to snipe on PC. This will probably be a oh, wait, that's right. I don't even have a sniper scope on this thing. I literally just have the reflex sight. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe this will do decent. Then again, I do have the one grip on this thing that kind of like bumps up my flinch resistance in order to get faster ADS speed, which I might have to take that off because I was trying to play Warzone earlier and it was absolutely, wait, no, give me back my weapon. And that flinch resistance was absolutely destroying me. Also, I feel a little stupid. I'm always the guy that's like, hey, why aren't you guys playing the objectives? But I literally just realized that this is a match of dom. For some reason, I thought that we were playing team deathmatch, so now I'm gonna have to go ahead and try to cap the objectives. Come on, team, we can do this thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and start plopping down. I just want to plop down an ACS. Come on, just let me know. No, don't kill me, dude. It was so close. Just let me cap C. It doesn't help. My teammates aren't even playing the objective right now. Like, again, I know I'm guilty, but at the same time, like, you know, I'm just trying to get used to the control scheme. I didn't even know we were playing dominant. I thought it was TDM. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I ran back there and there was just an army of dudes waiting for. Are you kidding me, dude? That probably would have been my first kill and some guy just stole it from me. Come on, let me get at least one sniper kill on PC. I know I'm using a reflex sight, but come on, there we go. There's our first. We got some more guys back here, but no, there's a grenade. Okay, yeah, that flinch resistance has really hurt me. I think I do got to take off that thing. Again, I love having the ADS speed, but that's just the flinch isn't worth it. Okay, we got B and C right now. I know we're down 130 to 192, but like, dog, I'm gonna go for A anyway. Let's just try to bring this thing back. Never mind, that's match. Defeat 147 to 200. Yeah, you know, that's kind of my fault. I should have been pushing the objectives a bit more. 17 to 53. For those of you that watch the Dark Souls on keyboard and mouse series, you would remember when I opened up this thing. It's like this Rubik's Cube that has like these, I don't know, glittery colored stars on it. Yeah, I still haven't touched it. I said I was gonna try to mess with it or whatever, but like, I don't know, like, the most I'm willing to do is, like, turn it that way and then turn it back and be like, oh, look, I solved it, because, like, I know if I try to actually jumble this thing up, I'm never gonna actually solve it. And the thing is, I had, like, an official Rubik's Cube before, and I had it for a couple of years, but I never solved it. I know I'm Asian, and I'm supposed to be smart and all that, but Rubik's Cubes are even outside of my league. Is there anything I could do with the attack? Let's see, that hurts my ADS speed, though, so we'll slap that on to mitigate that. Maybe go to the rear grip. Flinch resistance, sure, I mean, I'm on PC, so maybe that could be a thing. Then I guess I could go ahead and slap on a slate reflect. I don't know if any of this stuff's gonna do anything. Oh wait, no, the game's about to start. I want to slap on a camo. TDM on emergency. We'll give this my best shot. All right, I tried optimizing the attachments on this thing a little bit. Man, this Rotten Inferno camo. If the Allegiances camo that they have for this season is anywhere close to this, then I mean, like, man, I still can't get over just how bad that Coherence camo was in season. Like that, oh, it was abysmal. Let's just do a little recoil to. Oh yeah, wow, that's actually like way more accurate than before. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit better this game. I mean, I don't know if that's SBMM being like, hey, this guy sucks, let's take it easy on him, but like, hey, I mean, I feel like we're off to a bit of a better start. Oh, we got a lot of packet bursts going on right now. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully that doesn't end up becoming a big deal. I've heard in the past that sometimes the game can have packet burst issues if you have it stored on a hard drive rather than an SSD, but the thing is, like, dog, my SSD in my computer isn't big enough to hold this. Like, I have multiple terabytes of storage, but the thing is, those terabytes are only hard drive space. I only have 256 gigabytes worth of SSD. Call of Duty takes up more than that. My 256 SSD is literally just for like, you know, like the boot drive, just to store like Windows, maybe some basic programs. Basically, like anytime that I install a program, I have like the exe and the basic like program files for it stored on my SSD, since those aren't as big. But anytime it comes to like external files, like video files or rendering stuff, you know, I put that on my hard disk drive. I guess it's time to invest in a new SSD. It's just annoying because I already have terabyte, literal, like, I don't even know how many terabytes I have in my computer because, like, you know, this is like the second computer that I've had in the last couple years, and there's a couple things in this PC that are like remnants of my last build, so I forget how many hard drives I have in this thing. But, you know, I'm good on storage space. I guess I just gotta change because, yeah, this packet burst is a little annoying. It's just strange because that doesn't happen on like any other game. Like, I was even playing like Cold War with this same setup with this same hard drive before on a weaker PC, and I never had issues with that. Oh well, I don't even own MW3 on PC anyway. On PC, I literally just have Warzone. I'm only able to play this on here right now because there's a free trial. I only actually like own this game over on my Xbox. I'm just playing this free trial on PC because this is actually my first video where I'm trying to record in 60 FPS. And while obviously the Xbox version does run at 60 FPS or above it, my capture card only records at 30 FPS, which I didn't even realize that. When I bought the thing, you know, like, it said that it records in 60 FPS, but you know, it was some cheap knockoff one that I got, like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago at this point. And I just never realized it because, again, like, anytime that I've tried to record videos, it's always been in 30 FPS just because, you know, I was like, alright, I don't know if I'm ready to make that jump to 60 just because, you know, it's a bit harder on the rendering side of things. Editing 30 FPS compared to 60 FPS is also, like, a completely different playing field. It may not seem like a big deal, but if you're a content creator or if you have any experience editing video, then you know, like, trying to edit and piece together, like, 30 FPS, whoa, look at that lag. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a high latency latency variation, packet burst, like everything's going insane right now. But you know, like trying to piece together 30 FPS versus 60 FPS footage, like it really is a completely different ball game. But you know, I'm ready to take the jump. I want my videos to be higher, better quality, which is also why starting last night I started using a new mic, which let me just say it was embarrassing because in last night's video it still didn't sound that great because actually the mic pointed in the wrong direction, but tonight it's pointed in the right direction. Hold up, I gotta switch back to the Moors for a second. I just want to take one last look at that heavy metal camo just to admire how absolutely dreadful it is. This camo is actually terrible. Like what? Like you make me okay, if it was like a camo in game, like one of those camos that you earn on the way to Interstellar or something like that, like on its own, it's kind of cool, right? Like, it's got designs of, like, King Kong and Godzilla and stuff like that. Like, it's cool in that regard. But I think one of the most insulting parts about it is that, like, when you're just running around, like, you can barely even see it. Like, you don't even really know what's on the thing. You have to stop and actually inspect the weapon to be like, oh, yeah, that's, like, a yellow face of, like, King Kong right there. I don't know, man. Even if they would have changed it to where it was, like, the background was black, but the icons were, like, neon colors, like neon red, neon blue, neon yellow, and then they were animated and they flowed through the weapon or something like that, like, even that would have looked so much better. I'm gonna say it. Barbed and dangerous camo was better than oh my god, dude, I have a .35 KD. I went 12 and 34. Barbed and dangerous camo was better than this one. Well, I guess now I should make my way over to the 15th one to get the new melee weapon. So I guess we'll start going here. I'll claim the COD points first. I am now at 31%, so I'm just gonna keep grinding this since double XP is still live, and who knows, I might even be at like 50% by the time the weekend's over. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all in the low ball tier, name shout out, thank you to all in the mid ball tier, middle last can be daddy man in the biggest shout out, thanks to all in G tier run events, some cheese girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.